Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. Aircraft designers and racing car designers have similar desires, designed to be lighter and faster. In the case of racing cars, faster can mean loss of traction and control where downforce is overcome by the lifting force generated by the car's body. Borrowing from aircraft, car designers incorporated wings to add downforce, though that came at the cost of increased drag. American car racers Dan Gurney and Unser in early 1970s mulled over this problem, recalling experiments conducted in the 1950s by certain racing teams with spoilers affixed to the rear of bodywork to cancel lift. The spoilers were not thought of as potential performance enhancers, merely devices to cancel out destabilizing and potentially deadly aerodynamic lift. Gurney wondered whether a right-angled piece of sheet metal rigidly fixed to the top trailing edge of the rear wing, pointing upwards, would increase downward force without adding too much drag. The increased traction would allow the car to negotiate turns at higher speed while also achieving higher speed in the straight sections of the track. The device was fabricated and fitted in under an hour, but Unser's test laps with the modified wing turned in poor times. He realised that the lap times with the new wing were slowed because it was now producing so much downforce that the car was understeering. All that was needed was to balance this by adding downforce in the front of the car. Unser needed to conceal his modifications and told inquisitive competitors that the blunted trailing edge was intended to prevent injury and damage when pushing the car by hand. Gurney was able to use the device in racing for several years before its true purpose became known. Later, he discussed his ideas with aerodynamicist and wing designer Bob Liebeck of Douglas Aircraft Company. Liebeck tested the device, which he later named the Gurney Flap, and confirmed Gurney's field test results using a 1.25% cord flap on a Newman symmetric aerofoil. His 1976 paper on the design of subsonic airfoils for high lift introduced the concept to the aerodynamicists community. Gurney assigned his patent rights to Douglas Aircraft, but the device was not patentable since it was substantially similar to a movable microflap patented by E.F. Zabaka in 1931, 10 days before Gurney was born. Similar devices were also tested by Grosswich and Schrenk and presented in Berlin in 1932. The Gurney Flap, or wicker bill, can improve the performance of a simple aerofoil to nearly the same level as a complex high-performance design. The device operates by increasing pressure on the pressure side, decreasing pressure on the suction side, and helping the boundary layer flow stay attached all the way to the trailing edge on the suction side of the airfoil. Common applications occur in auto racing, helicopter horizontal stabilizers, and aircraft where high lift is essential, such as banner towing airplanes. In summary, Gurney flaps increase lift without major wing redesign, improve slow speed handling, useful for takeoff and landing, enhance control authority in high angle of attack maneuvers, and are simple and lightweight compared to other high lift devices. Aircraft using Gurney flaps include military and fighter aircraft such as the F-15 Eagle, where Gurney flaps on the trailing edge of the horizontal stabilizers enhance pitch control. F-16 Fighting Falcon. Some variants employ Gurney flaps for improved maneuverability. FA-18 Hornet and Super Hornet, used on the trailing edge of the stabilizers for better high angle of attack performance. Eurofighter Typhoon. They feature Gurney flaps on the canards and wing trailing edges. Dassault Rafale, used on the elevons for improved lift and agility. Civil and general aviation aircraft. These include the Cirrus SR-22, some models using Gurney flaps for increased lift during takeoff and landing. Cessna Citation Jet CJ series. Certain business jets use them for improved low-speed handling. Piper PA-28 Cherokee modified versions. Some aftermarket modifications include Gurney flaps for short takeoff and landing performance. Racing and aerobatic aircraft include the Extra 300. Some aerobatic planes use Gurney flaps for better pitch response. Formula One air races often feature Gurney flaps for enhanced lift and cornering performance. Helicopter use is to increase lift, allowing for better performance at lower speeds or higher payloads, and to improve auto-rotation characteristics where it can help in emergency descent scenarios. Helicopters such as the Sikorsky UH-60, Black Hawk, HH-60 and MH-60 use Gurney flaps. Some versions of the UH-60 have experimented with Gurney flaps on the trailing edge of the main rotor blades to enhance lift and efficiency, particularly in high load or high altitude conditions. The Bell 222U uses them on horizontal stabilizers where a broad range of positive and negative angle of attack occur during different flight regimes. The flaps help increase the maximum lift coefficient. Boeing AH-64 Apache used modified rotor blade designs, including Gurney flaps, to improve aerodynamic performance, especially in combat and heavy lift scenarios. Eurocopter, now Airbus helicopters, EC-135 have incorporated Gurney flaps on the rotor blades to optimize lift and reduce power requirements in certain flight regimes. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't done already to encourage new content. Donations to support the channel always appreciated.